Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sia and welcome to my personal space where I sit and I talk about things that matter. Now before we get into today's matter, I'd like to ask you guys to please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I know I always ask you guys in passing, but today I'm actively asking you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. YouTube is a numbers game, so your like, your subscription, your comment really means a lot and it really does make a difference. So I'd really appreciate it if today you consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you. Now let's get into today's video. On today's video, I want us to talk about toxic positivity. What is toxic positivity? Toxic positivity is the idea or the mindset that we only embrace positive feelings and we suppress or invalidate our negative emotions or experiences. While positivity can be beneficial in many ways, suppressing or invalidating your emotions can only hurt you and hinder your growth. And it basically has so many negative consequences. And it can ruin your life in so many ways, like suppressing your emotions. Suppression of emotion basically means that people deny or invalidate their negative emotions. It's sort of like just going with the flow and only having a good vibes outlook type of thing. Denying yourself the opportunity to deal or confront or address your negative emotions, which can be detrimental to your health because you're not actually dealing with the things that you're supposed to be dealing with. Instead, you are suppressing them because you only want to deal with good vibes only. This can lead to also invalidating your experiences. When you invalidate your experiences, you are minimizing your emotions and your experiences. It's sort of like suggesting that you can simply get over things by just being positive. Just look on the bright side, everything will always be all right. Or look on the bright side, things happen for a reason. While that is true, sometimes that is not what you are feeling at the moment. You are basically forcing yourself to feel something that you are not feeling at that particular moment. In the long run, this is gonna make you feel unheard, misunderstood, and basically not supported because people don't know when to support you because there is nothing to support. And this will lead you to even a more emotional distress and basically feeling isolated. Because you're invalidating these experiences, you're sort of like pushing them aside as if you can just get over it and they go unaddressed or unsolved. Because you are expected to just move on, and if you want to address these feelings, sometimes you are labeled as bitter and toxic, or you just want to address certain things that have happened or certain things that you are feeling. This will lead to unrealistic expectations. People are now expected to be happy all the time, or you are expected now to be happy all the time, which is not realistic. Nobody is happy every single time. Now you are expected to maintain this positive mindset and positive go-lucky type of attitude regardless of your situation. This will create an immense pressure to appear happy all the time because now you have to maintain this facade that you are happy all the time. In the long run, it's going to leave you feeling overwhelmed, anxious, and even more stressed than you initially were to begin with. Or even to a point that you feel guilty for not being able to meet these expectations of being happy all the time. It creates this illusion that life is happy all the time and there's something wrong with you for not being happy all the time, and it is not the truth. And you almost feel like you are the one who's overreacting to things while you're actually just having normal reactions or normal feelings towards certain things. And you know what this is going to do to you? It's going to hinder your personal growth because simply focusing on positive emotions and not addressing your negative emotions will hinder your growth. It prevents you from learning from your challenges, building resilience, and developing strong and positive coping mechanism because you're avoiding confronting uncomfortable or negative emotions. So it makes you not being able to actually deal with them head on and properly as you should, or the best possible way that you can. Literally unable to deal with negative experience because you are ducking and diving and not facing them. You won't even be able to make genuine connections because all you ever do is to avoid your emotions, and people are not able to connect with you genuinely because you seem like you are this happy-go-lucky person, which will ultimately lead to superficial relationships. People are compelled to keep this positive mindset all the time. People don't actually get the chance to get to know you genuinely, get to know the real you behind the facade of a happy person all the time, because they don't build that deeper or meaningful relationships with you. If you've noticed this in reality TV shows, especially the dating reality TV shows, they always try to force people to talk about their deep, dark, or vulnerable moments because they know that builds some sort of a bond between people. Now, this may be a bad example because you cannot force those things. You cannot force that bond, and it will not grow as fast as they want it to grow in the TV shows. But they're using that strategy because when people talk about things that make them vulnerable, they make other people easy to understand them. When you see people acting a certain way and you know their story, you tend to understand them better and you tend to be more sympathetic towards them, and it builds those real genuine relationships between people because people have a sense of understanding when they are vulnerable with each other. I end this video, I'd like to say it's important to maintain a positive mindset and have a gratitude towards life and maintain a level of happiness. But it is also equally important to acknowledge and validate your negative emotions and experiences to maintain a well-rounded mental well-being. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with as many people as you possibly can. And let me know down below, how do you deal with your negative emotions? Do you face them? Do you hide from them? Or do you just pretend like nothing exists and you just bury your head in the sand and hope everything is going to work out? Thank you so much for watching. See you on the next video. Bye.